Randy Wendling, one last ride, leading us off here, coming off a second place finish 2 days ago on Tuesday at the Iowa State Fair. $184.08 feet, 284.08. You want to watch tonight's best runs again and again, and maybe again and again and again, and then some more, Mike? Maybe check out how your favorite driver did in last week's Outlaw Pulling event. You can do all that and more with a Full Pull Live subscription. We're talking live event, action event replays, exclusive pit access, driver interviews, and even archived events going back several seasons. Watch it anytime, anywhere, on your phone, your TV, your tablet. Full Pull Live brings the track to you. Head to fullpull.live or download the Full Pull app and subscribe now for only $39.99 a month. That's Full Pull Live, the official live streaming channel of the Outlaw.
And, of course, we are live to the world right here, Wisner, Nebraska. You can see several of our camera operators set up around the track. So this is being broadcasted live across the globe. Next puller, Randy Gear out of Pawnee City, Nebraska, underrated 2. Currently number 2 in Holganics points, currently number 3 in national points, multiple wins to his credit on the season. Tough run in international right here. Calls it underrated 2. Stacking them in there on the big end, no doubt about it. Tough running tractor right there, going to be close. Oh, yeah, going to have a new leader out here, 321.86. 321.86. Randall Guerra, underrated 2, moves into the number 1 position. We're about a third the way through this mega class out here tonight. Big thank you to Frosted Frog. Custom beverage coolers are built to withstand the toughest of adventures while keeping your drinks cold and your personality front and center. Frosted Frog coolers are tough enough for the wildest of weekends. Featuring military-grade nylon rope handles, heavy-duty insulation, and commercial-grade latches. From camping trips to tail.
The little whip.
That's what a number 1 in points truck looks like right there, Ron.
Waking up the neighbors here in Wisner. $314.28, new leader. Donald Nelson, a little whip. Moves into the lead with that pass.
Again, big thank you to Meister Repair, the official light limited class sponsor. Meister Repair, from the field to the pulling track for all your ag repair needs, engine building, and dyno tuning. Meister Repair delivers on quality workmanship you can count on. From hard-working tractors to high-performance pullers, they build it right every time. Built to work, tuned to win. Check them out, meisterrepair.com. Next puller, Tim Dunklow out of Arlington, Nebraska, calls it ground force. $3:10.54, the distance for the ground force machine. Ron Stone, you got a whole village down there in the winner's circle.
That's
Take it
right.
away.
We got half of Higginsville, Missouri down here, brother. We're here with Austin Ritter, winner of the light super stock class. Now, man, I don't know the backstory here. What the heck is going on? You guys pull pro stock. You're burning alcohol tonight. What's happening?
Well, my good friend Chris Mines is gone, and his dad decided to let me take a stab at it.
Have you called him and told him what happened here tonight yet?
Luckily, we had guys in the back that wanted us to adjust some weight, and it worked out really good.
Well, I tell you what, that was a tremendous win. That was a huge gap between first and second. Have you ever driven an Alki-powered tractor before?
No, sir.
Would you like to drive one again?
I think I'm going to get to.
Well, it looked fun. Anybody you want to thank?
I want to thank the Mines family, my family, the guys that help me every week. Wish my dad at home was here. So he doesn't like doing the whole 3-day deal anymore, but I might talk him into making one run up here.
We got to get him back out here. Congratulations, Austin Ritter, on a tremendous win tonight in the light super stock class, folks.
All right, we got a pair of them coming out at the same time out here. Super modified two-wheel drive truck class and a light limited pro stock rolling onto the track together. Going to back up side by side. Got the sleds spotted about as close together as I've seen a pair of weight transfer machines back there. The LLP taking it all the way to the right side. The two-wheeler taking it all the way to the left side. Over on the tractor side, we've got Jim Darnell out of Scottsbluff, Nebraska on the crazy horse, but I think we're going to send the two-wheeler first.
Yeah, you're looking at your number 4 truck in points here out of McAdoo, Texas. This is Cameron Pascal, the high cotton machine. 1 win on the season so far. He's 4th in points, and he's also 4th in the Hoganics Midwest Summer Sweep. They just got the motor back in the truck. Had to skip the Iowa State Fair with the truck this week because they didn't have the motor back. They blew a motor their last time out down in De Leon, Texas. 294.53. 294.53 puts them in the number 2 spot for now with 19 more to go in the class.
All right, we're going to blow some smoke over here on the tractor side. Jim Darnell, Scottsbluff, Nebraska, calls it Crazy Horse. $293.29 the distance over there for the driver out of Scottsbluff. $293.29 on the big side of the track over there. Big thank you to Whiffles Hybrids, a U.S. family farm-owned company, has partnered with the Outlaws this season, bringing 75 years of tradition and independence in the seed business. Since the beginning in 1946, Whiffles Hybrids has focused solely and intensely on one thing, corn. The result, a level of performance uncommon in the seed business. The vision that launched Whiffles in 1946 still guides them today, remaining relentlessly focused on one thing and one thing only, developing top-performing corn products that yield better for farmers all across the Corn Belt. Find out more at whiffles.com.
So, Wisner, Nebraska, y'all having fun tonight? Is there a better way to spend a Thursday night in Wisner, Nebraska? I think not. Beautiful weather, awesome action out here on the track. The track is taking all kinds of horsepower. They're saying one of the best Wisner tracks ever out here tonight. And we got 2 more nights of this. How many of y'all coming back tomorrow night? Bring some more folks with you. I tell you what, they're missing a good pull here tonight. This is world-class action here. Most likely going to have a record number of competitors this weekend, too.
And not only do we have fans in the stands watching, they've got a live look-in on Facebook. So hello to everyone out there on social media world. Live look-in from Facebook. Now, if you folks like what you're seeing out here, and I can't imagine you wouldn't, this is top-notch pulling, national-level pulling at its best. Be sure and subscribe full-time, fullpull.live. Just $39.99 a month, about $1.60 a day for an almost infinite amount of pulling content out there.
We're going to go to Nerstrand, Minnesota. Tough competitor, Dustin Amundsen. The bottoms-up machine, Big Hemi, Gulp and BP alcohol with a 1471 supercharger. Right now, the points leader in the class, Donald Nelson, leading here tonight with a distance of 3:14.28.
All right, over here on the tractor side, Mike Masonbrink, currently number 1 in Holganik's Midwest Summer Sweep points, tied for number 1, currently number 2 in national point standing. We're going to send the two-wheeler first.
Amundsen not going to get there. He's going to lay up short of the points leader. 293.73. The Outlaw sled hard on those two-wheelers tonight.
All right, so here we go. We're about ready to go green on the light limited pro stock side. Like I said, this is Mike Masonbrink. Inches Matter currently tied for number 1 in Holganik's Midwest Summer Sweep points, currently number 2 in Case IH Thunder by the Dirt National Series points over here. Got to get up there in the market of about 321.86 is what he's going to be hunting down. Calls this tractor Inches Matter. Listen to him chirp that turbocharger out there. He kind of bumped the throttle to start the run, but getting under it on the big side of the track out there. 3:10.85. Going to shake the order up a little bit for your current number 1 Holganik's points and number 2 national points. Leaving the door open a little bit.
Yeah, that 3-inch turbo was crying uncle a little bit there as he approached that 300-foot mark. He'd had enough. There's your top 5 in two-wheel drive. So far, only one truck's got out past the 300-foot mark. Putting about 20 feet on second place here so far. Donald Nelson sitting pretty good in a good spot here with a quarter of the class pretty much done for here in two-wheel drive. Let's go to New Mexico for the next competitor here. Shannon Coleman, the poor boy, Willys, the steel body Willys. And he's running an Aries supercharged V8. Was ever so popular back in the late 80s and 90s, especially in pulling and alcohol drag racing. Got his work cut out for him. Beautiful Willys pickup coming out of New Mexico. So far we've seen Iowa, Texas, and Minnesota, now New Mexico. We got Missouri still yet to come here. Let's see. Yeah, there's a lot of Texas and a lot of Iowa and some more Minnesota coming up here in this two-wheel drive class. That shows you pullers will travel any distance to go to a tractor pull, especially big events like this here, Thunder by the River. Now in its 20th year, celebrating 20 years here at Thunder by the River.
Yeah, no doubt about it. One of the biggest pulls in the nation going on right here. Gets better and better every year. It's a destination pull, and there's no distance too much to travel. But I tell you what, the distance that this puller's looking to travel, he might have driven several miles to get here. He only needs about 322 feet is all he needs tonight, though. Out of Bedford, Iowa, Kenny Beeson calls this tractor fair enough. Of course, Ron, we're going to go down to Bedford, Iowa here in a couple of weeks on the back half of our Outlaw season.
Yeah, for those of you watching on Facebook right now, live look-in, we're live at the 20th running of Thunder by the River in Wisner, Nebraska. 123 vehicles pulling tonight here, the first night of pulling action. You can watch this event in its entirety. Go to fullpull.live.
All right, here we go, Red fans. Kenny Beeson calls this one fair enough.
Kenny Beeson, the Fair Enough International. Shannon Coleman, the poor boy. .014.09 for Kenny Beeson's Fair Enough. And 260.19 for Shannon Coleman and the poor boy. Mike, take us down to the winner's circle, my friend.
Hey, what's going on, Wisner, Nebraska? Down here hanging out with our limited pro stock diesel truck winner on the evening. Of course, that's Mr. Skylar Leeper. Skylar, you took a hold of solo number one position tonight. You broke the tie out there, and you walked away with a walk-off win. How's that feel winning the last truck in the class?
Yeah, it felt great. We laid down a shot. Felt amazing in the seat, and we put it out there.
Looked like you drove through a little bit of bounce at the end of the track, but was that just good old-fashioned horsepower guiding you through it?
The track was a little tore up at the end, but we went right through it.
Who do you have to thank for standing here in victory lane tonight?
Hart's Diesel, O'Brien's Diesel Service. Like to thank Adam Kincaid for coming up here last week. We made some adjustments on the truck, and it really seems to be working.
Hey, Wisner, how about a nice round of applause for your limited pro stock diesel 3.0 truck winner tonight, Skylar Leeper aboard Legal Limits.
You know, Mike, one of the questions now, we brought transformers into this diesel pickup class. We have to start asking these diesel pickup pullers, are they an Autobot or are they a Decepticon?
You know, they're going to have to pick one team or another out there. I think. Where do you land on that, Ron? You're an old school Transformers fan.
Well, you know, you got to love Optimus Prime, man. I mean, he's the good guy, right?
I tell you what, there's
you lean towards the dark side.
Well, it's let's call it an anti-hero. How about that?
Oh, what? Wow. What a what a way to put it.
Here we go. Zach Lassetto, Bridgeport, Nebraska, aboard the horse with no name.
It's called politically correct, my friend.
Well, again, what was it you said? Those turbochargers are crying uncle out there.
Crying uncle down here. This track is sticky.
263.66. Now, that's one of our NSPA Heartland guys out there. Glad to see him out here on the national circuit running with the big boys. So 263.66.
Here's what I'm going to say to everybody back in the pit area that hasn't pulled yet. If you've been hearing us talk about the sticky track, you're saying, I'm going to go ahead and drop a gear. No, go ahead and drop two.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Just go ahead and drop two. I'm telling you, this track, Dave Bennett said it best. This track will reach up and pull your britches down.
Put it in the basement. If you've got a bottom gear, drop one lower and put it in that one.
Boy, it sure looks like Scott Ween's old ride here, which won here last year. Not sure if it's it or not, but this is Mike Whalen. Mike Whalen, called Black Iron, out of Glendale, Minnesota. 1970 Chevrolet with a big Hemi under the fiberglass. Got to beat 314.28. .277.96 feet, 277.96 for Black Iron, Mike Whalen out of Glendale, Minnesota. Brad Myrodi, the high maintenance machine from West Point, Iowa, coming up next. John Hunt and Taz, you're on deck.
Mike Hargan's going to be your next puller over here on the light limited pro stock side. Comes to you from Schleswig, Iowa. Ron, I'm just not entirely convinced that Schleswig isn't like one of those pulling metropolises. I'm not sure how big it is, but they've got 3 or 4 pullers coming out of that
They
town.
like they're pulling over there in Schleswig, that's for sure.
So this is Mike Hargan's on the wild side, not in the top 5 on the whole Ganix Midwest Summer Point Series, but he is sitting number 4 in the national point standings. Now, this is a guy who jumped out to an early lead last year. 2024 first half of the season looked like he had the thing in the bag before the class sponsor, Andrew Meister, walked away with all the dice, all the chips, all the marbles at the end of the year. Now, interesting thing about the light limited pro stocks out here, over the past 10 years, we have seen 10 different national points champions. We have not seen a single repeat winner yet. Mike Hargan's does not have one of those to his credit in the past 10 years, so he's looking to go 11-11 out here. Out of Schleswig, Iowa, calls it wild side. Oh, wild side kept the fin spinning. That's what you got to do if you want to be winning. Good run right there. Had to go better than 321.86. Goes 321.04. 82 hundredths of a foot. Puts him in the number 2 spot. But definitely a distance I think is going to help him start climbing up that national point standings right there. As Ron's got the cheat sheet out. We're going to break. Now, I thought you did all this in your head, Ron. 82 hundredths of a foot.
Just a little under 8 inches. A little under 8 inches.
Just about 8 inches. Of course, like you mentioned earlier in the show, we are using that GPS tracking measurement system out here. You can push these numbers out almost indefinitely with their wonderful accuracy they have out on the weight transfer machines.
Brad Myrodi, his newest vehicle purchase here. This makes 3 pulling vehicles for Myrodi now. Got 2 two-wheelers and 1 big 7400 mod tractor this year. Only run this truck 1 time since buying it. High maintenance, Brad Myrodi at a West Point, Iowa, spotting the sled over on the far left side. 274.6, 274.6. Well, 7 trucks have gone down the track, a third of the class. Only one has broken 300 foot so far.
Yeah, it's been a war of horsepower out there on that serious power track. And the Outlaw sled simply telling those boys no right out there on that 280, 290 mark. So Donald Nelson, though, there's a reason he's number 1 in points with that mega pass he had.
Well, you got a new operator in the sled. He runs his own sled out of Colorado. He's running the Outlaw sled tonight, Kyle Lay. I don't think he likes two-wheel drives too much.
Evidently, he's got him locked on tight. Number 1 in national standing points, Brady Gosler out of Ute, Iowa, spare time. Brady Gosler sitting number 4 in Holganix Midwest Summer Sweet points. Saw little sparks coming underneath the tractor as the clutch gets all engaged.